This video is devoted to Ertl diecast made in the 80s and 90s based on Shirt Tales, Smurfs, Sport Billy, Noddy, Garfield, Looney Tunes, James Bond Jr., Dennis the Menace, and Blinky Bill. First up is Shirt Tales. They released 5 total in 1982. First it was a line of greeting cards in 1980, then a cartoon on television from 1982 to 1985. They wore shirts that flashed various messages which showed the characters' thoughts. They teased the part custodian, Mr. Dinkel, and battled crime in and out of mid-city. They zipped around the world in a vehicle known as the STSST, or Shirt Tales SuperSonic Transport. Smurfs released 8 total from 1982 to 1987. First, a comic by Belgian artist Peyo in 1958. There are more than 100 Smurf characters named after their characteristics, best known for its 1981 to 1989 cartoon. Sport Billy. They released just one in 1983. This was first a comic character, then a TV cartoon in Europe, 1980, then in America, 1982. Sport Billy is from the planet Olympus. He travels to Earth on a mission to promote teamwork. Next up is Noddy, released 3 total in 1985. This was first a series of 24 books beginning in 1949, most famous for its 1992 through 2000 BBC television show, so Americans won't be as familiar with this. It's about Noddy, made by a woodcarver in a toy store. Noddy runs away after the man begins to make a wooden lion that scares him, and Noddy eventually ends out in Toyland and becomes best friends with Big Ears, Tessie Bear, Bumpy the dog, and Tubby Bears. Looney Tunes. They released 6 total in 1988. This was a cartoon series that began in 1930 through 1969, then from 1979 to current. They had releases in 1988, then they released the same set with different packaging in 1989. There's also a train set in 1989, and an anniversary set later on. Dennis the Menace and Gnasher. They released 2 total in 1990. Now, this is a British comic strip that started in the 1950s. It made its debut the same year as the American comic strip Dennis the Menace, so don't get confused between the two. It had an animated cartoon airing on British television in 1990. Garfield. They released 6 total in 1990. This was first a comic strip, started in 1978, and from 1982 to 1991, they had half-hour specials airing on TV. It was also a weekly Saturday morning show that aired from 1988 to 1994. James Bond Jr. They released 3 total in 1993. This was a 1-season cartoon. James Bond Jr. gets all the fly honeys. Blinky Bill. They released 6 total in 1995. First, it was a series of Australian books that started in 1933. It includes his girlfriend Nutsy, kangaroo friend Splodge, Flap the Platypus, and Mr. Wombat. It became a puppet show in the 1980s, then an animated movie in 1992, and a cartoon on television in 1993 and 1994. Duplicates! Here is a review of all the duplicates that appeared through Ertl throughout the years. Boy, they had a lot. Alright, that's all I got for Ertl. Thanks for watching. Tune in for more videos about 1/64th scale die-cast vehicles based on movies, television, and cartoons and comics.